Alright, we're gonna learn the last unit of the solutions book. Out of this word, a vocabulary and listening about space. And now please welcome back your handsome host, Mr. Phú Sĩ. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our tonight's lesson of the show, the Learn English. And thank you so much for tuning in to another brand new opening part of the show. And okay, so here's the thing we want to bang into talking about this situation about what's happening on the screen. So you see that you also hear that I was introducing my intro dance. I said the last unit of the book solutions book. So you know the last unit, it is the unit 10. So if you are tuning in here for the first time, you may see on the screen it is unit 4. Why? Because I gotta remind you for one more time, or I may have to remind it like 1,000 times, including this time, because I've talked about this a lot, that I was borrowing a website version of the book. So that you can see on the screen, I'm having a book right over here. So I want to let you see on the screen too. So I gotta borrow the Russian version of the book, screen book, so that I would have this to talk to you at every night's lesson of the show. So the book is quite different in Russia, and in our solutions right now we're using, that is the unit 4 will be swapped with the unit 10, and unit 10 will be swapped with the unit 4. So the lesson we learned about in the unit 4 in this actual book you are using, that it was the lesson about what was it? I remember it is about animals. I remember about that, and that on the screen. So they swapped, okay? So you now know the situation about Russia, right? So there is one more news that I want to talk about, the Russia situation. That is, you know, the app of FaceApp. You know, I wanted to talk about this, but here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot avoid anything, because yeah, it is now a trend that FaceApp, if you don't know what FaceApp is, congratulations, because you may be one of the last person to stay on Earth, because the situation is like this. When you use FaceApp, it is an app that will transfer your face by using the technology of AI, artificial intelligence, for recognizing your face, and it will make you look older. Okay, it may change you to look older, or it can make you with a beard. It can make you smile even better now. So it is a cool app. It makes people happy, and it makes a trend. So millions, when it is a trend, so it is millions of people using it, and including me. Okay, so when I used that last Thursday, I used it, and after I used it, then I read an article, and it says about something that is shocking right now. And if you are one of the users, you can be a society with me, because we are the innocent ones that were maybe by the Russian. Here's the thing, why? Because I'd like to take this article from Forbes. Okay, so you may not call this as a trash news, because Forbes delivered, and this was quoted from the user's terms and conditions in the FaceApp app. Okay, so what does it say? It says that you grant FaceApp a perpetual, irrevocable, non-exclusive, royalty-free, worldwide, fully paid, transferable, sub-licensable, license to use, reproduce, modify, adapt, publish, translate, create, derive works from, distribute, publicly perform and display your user content in any name, username, or likeness provided in connection with your user content in all media formats and your channels, now known or later developed, without compensation to you. When you post or otherwise share the user content on or through our services, you understand that your user content and any associated information such as your username, location, or profile photo will be visible to the public. Okay, that's not shock enough. Okay, so you may hear it at this time. You say, "Oh, it is just about for fun. It doesn't use any of your information." If you stop the video right now, I would say that you're gonna blow your mind for later if you don't know right now. That even more thing that they say. Peter Kostadinov is one of the developer, I guess, of the Face app. So, what does he say more? Face app terms of use. You might end up on a billboard somewhere in Moscow, but your face will most likely end up training some AI facial recognition algorithm. So, you can be put on a billboard in Moscow, or they will use your face to practicing AI algorithm. Okay, so algorithm, okay. So, shocked yet? No. Even more, not yet ended. To make Face app actually work, here's how it works. You have to give it permissions to access your photos. I mean, all of them. But it also gains access to Siri and search. Oh, and it has access to refreshing in the background. So even when you're not using it, it is using you. I'm going home. I'll leave. So, shocked yet? No? I want to say right now, maybe the laziest thing that I know, everybody, and included me, that I don't really read the terms and conditions of using of the app. Who reads? I know. Yeah, I know who reads it. But from now on, you gotta read it, because this time, it is hard to tell, but okay, so if you don't want to be famous, maybe in a few years you may see your face that actually you are famous, or some of the people, including the famous figures around in our country or even around the world, they are using Face app too for making their face look older for a little bit, for fun, like for joining in the trend, like for making their fans happy. But folks, I gotta say one more time, I am trapped. Okay, I'm entrapped. We're all entrapped. So what we need to do, go and delete that freaking app right now. Or if not, you gotta say bye-bye to the word. Okay, so I may a little bit evil to report this news on the show, but it's true, because yeah, it is for you. Okay, so Russian, I want to say, Russian people, you achieved your life. You'll be remembered, and everyone who are using the Face app will be remembered. We'll be right back with the next part of the show. I'll be right back.